falls in. So when they hold off and go in, it's just so synergistic, less so just defined. Here's the game I was talking about. 12 elims now in total, 7 people left alive. They have a minigun up top. They have 2 different POIs, mythic POI weapons.
And here we go. The pressure on people who are not down below, hunkered down and in the bunker for the straight on onslaught that Nate Hill and Funk Bomb are right now providing for the server from up above. They are running out of mats though, but not before Nate Hill jumps down. And this is so cool too, because Funk Bomb can possibly build if he has any more remaining materials, and Nate Hill can just jump back, down, up, back with the grappler. Maybe they might clean this up. Nice grappler movement to get away from that. But Funk Bomb now, they're stuck in a box. He jumps over with the grappler. The pitch comes in. Really innovative plays from this. But he keeps getting stuck out, and all of a sudden it's looking kind of hard because this is continuing to go over. Funk finishes it off though with the minigun pressure.
Now Nano moves in all the way up on a clutch spot, not beside Vivid whatsoever. They're both playing their own games. Nano, his might be absolutely over. No HP available, no time to take the medkit as Zone bounces back in the opposite direction. But a close range, perfectly distanced RPG, and then another angle peek that he can take, but chooses to reload first to get that power shot in. He waits. A wall can be placed to stop his entire push out. Self RPGs are not what he wants to see right now. A wall replace not being possible. Has about 3 seconds left to work with the zone. He might just be taken out here. Forces his way in. The shield though is too much. Vivid though is still alive.
Time and time again though, Nanolite goes down. They get split and one of them goes down around the same time every single game or slightly earlier. And this is one of the problems. I think we're going to see a huge shakeup. So far what I'm seeing in the top 50 is a massive shakeup. An update in the top 5, which again is interesting to us, but just in comparison to everything else, and also just to prepare for Sunday finals. AJ and Rokane overtake first place, who was sent to an edgy. There's Connor Rio melted by the minigun from Tifu in 47th, and that was an instant elimination, which means no placement again in that game. And you're seeing teams that are spending a lot of time in these games. You see their time alive being 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and they still fall in 33rd, 32nd, that type of thing, which in EU, those are mid-game deaths. Here, it's endgame. Stark difference in the lobby strength and the lobby difficulty.
Different difficulties as well, because when it comes to just rotation in general, I don't think it's that hard to be playing in NAE East compared to EU. Tifu looking for another RPG shot, has 5, now 4. Time running out, no bills, a double RPG coming in. The first one hits, and it's a follow-up with a big minigun spray. I think he picked up both players right there.
Elevate and Clarity G too, a team that was pushing up towards the top of the leaderboard. But I think not even placement in this game for them. 7 eliminations for Scoped and Tifu, so starting to get the comeback in. You know how they fell out of top 100 before this game. Elevate and Clarity G last warm-up finals or semifinals, same type of story. They started off strong, but then ended up falling multiple times in a row, similar to what we saw in EU from Save It and Scully.
Now's the tough part. My God, Tifu just cracking open every single box. You cannot protect yourself from this type of pressure. A lot of people on the right side just kind of being herded like cattle. Tifu being the top dog, both on height and in eliminations, I would assume. 8 leading the whole lobby. They kind of have their own personal radar right now. You talk about not having any RPGs contest them. That's because every single person that is remotely close enough is getting miniguns. They're not really looking at Stormline whatsoever, or at least Tifu isn't. He's looking for just bills to spray. Right now, the entire lobby has no chance of defense whatsoever through bills. That's another combination. Tifu working with other teams in the lobby right now for pressure. More rockets, 5 to be dropped down. And they're not stopping. Scoped, the low ground janitor that he gets scammed on but lost out on towards the end of that game. And here's the other side of how this zone looks, all the way from height, all the way away from the chaos. where you can actually think and breathe this nice mountain air. It's Assault and Tahi.
On high ground, where are they at in the leaderboards? I'll give you an update right now. They're 82nd with 31 points and poised to win this game. This is a huge rise potential in the leaderboard for Assault and Tahi, and possibly even pushing up to pace. They'll almost guarantee a qual with the time remaining. We're already getting close to a minute 10 remaining, almost to the last hour, and things aren't even close to being settled, even for the top teams.
The lobby count dwindles down once again. 9 people left in the 9th zone. We know one of these at least is a duo. The noise level kind of states that there's multiple duos just controlling their separate layers. As height has been so developed, now moving down, they have to find a way to end this game properly. The drop down spray, Assault connecting multiple shots. Tahi trying to follow up. He has to play a little bit more ahead if Assault's going to stay back to go for these picks. Only an AR in Assault's inventory. Not sure where his shotgun went. Has one flopper to play around with though. These guys are very healthy. There's someone shooting them out as well. Not sure if they want to use the mats to reconnect back there. No, they just overtake new height. But they have no idea the location of their enemies. A big RPG comes down again. Now Chaos, as both of them try to share a build. Tahi left one layer under with less shield. Assault looking for a way to survive here. Multiple RPGs go back to back to back as Tahi gets taken out, but Assault, prime positioning, cool, calm, collected, doesn't actually have to batter on anyone as he gets the big win.
Felt like good old heel off meta. The amount of people that are up in these last zones make it possible for these things to really elapse in the zone. It's kind of nice, but with the floppers, really changes things up. Now watching Innocence and Agers are weak. Our pre-season, I guess I should say, the warm-up winners up on high ground. Gold pump, mythic AR, and probably a grappler to boot. So poised to win this one. This is an update from replay mode. This game happened moments ago, I believe, probably the reason why they pushed up into 5th place.
And now that beam coming straight in, everyone using the same 2 launch pads in the whole server. Flies going all the way through. But Innocence, the fly swatter offline right now, lets them through just for the moment. Hopefully not going to be too much of a pest as there are people trying to claim high ground. He moves up. They set that close point record in the warm-ups. There's just a 1-point difference between them and Bizzle right now. 34 points. The place to be at. Lenane and Tyler 15, a name we haven't seen for too long, are in this game and at that threshold. Assault, or Innocence, gonna be the one with the minigun in this sense, and Sizz Lucky beamed out from height immediately.
Sizz Lucky and Lazar P, a duo that did very, very well, surprisingly, out of the warm-up cup that took place last weekend. Dominated in a sense. Now Innocence and Agers dominating from high ground. So he's got 3 floppers too, if in case this goes awry. 56 builds too, so plenty of mats remaining there. Certainly, I think I think we already know the outcome of this game, but just to watch how it unfolded, it's kind of weird to me, Shao, because wow, it's kind of weird to me because these high grounds are not really getting contested at all on NAEs today. It's like when you have it, it's done, it's free.
Kind of seems like NA West. This is usually not a shot to their server, but how games are played out. It's very mid-ground centric. And these zones are dynamic too. It's not because it's a mountainous zone. This one, very natural, flat, low ground, just kind of playing on top of each other. Trunks going for it. It's not possible. There's just too much control on height. Maybe it's just the map management. You can't fight off people with power gun combos who have a lot of materials. And one thing to notice on East especially, the high ground is so high, up to 20 tiles up in the sky. If you're second height, you're crazy to build up even just 5 off of 15 to try to contest.
And the pressure continues, and now they start hunting down below. They're trying to capitalize on it. Game that sets them up perfectly. Lazar P still in the end game. We talked about Binny and his duo and Lenane as well. Binny and Mastoris down on low ground. These guys all pushed up into qualification threshold. Binny, Mastoris, and Lenane and Tyler 15. But meanwhile, Innocence and Agers with the high ground control that they have, they dominate and push themselves up into 5th place what I assume is just this dominant win. Already 9 eliminations, and we're getting close to the end now.
And although we are on a beach, everyone on low ground is not feeling any tropical vibes whatsoever. I think Innocence is going to be trying to drop that beat, though. Keep everything nice and funky, lighthearted, but he's going to find himself in a pickle. Going to have Azers possibly clutch it. Now, I'm not sure who's who. I'm just going to call it. I saw a lot of L2 out from the individual we were watching with the minigun before, so I'm assuming now Azers will look forward to get shots in. Going to be in a 1v1 situation with Rocaine. Big shot coming out. It's going to be box fight central. Has a heavy sniper. Is it reloaded? Is the question. The tack going to be so much better at taking these peek shots over and over again. The spam comes in. How many mats does Rocaine have? Not sure. The 50-50 taken again. Mid-air. Not going to find the water as Rocaine gets eliminated from the lobby. Agers and Innocence went out the game.